Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Aquarius Weekly Reading. This will be for December 15th through the 22nd. Okay, we're going to get some oracle cards for you. See what your overall energy for the week will be, any messages and guidance that you need to hear, and then we'll get to your tarot. Okay, you have the first house. So in your birth chart, that represents you, your dreams, your desires. It's kind of like asking you to kind of take a look at those aspects of yourself that you hide from other people. It's asking you to look at where you kind of hold yourself back. There's something about yourself. There's a quality that you have. There's something about your appearance. There's a perception that you have. It's either that you feel like this is something that other people judge very harshly. It's the aspect of yourself that you judge very harshly. And it might be that you kind of try to keep that part of yourself hidden. But there's something about this aspect of yourself that other people actually find very endearing. And it might even be one person in particular. They really find this. They see like this purity in you. They see this innocence in you. You know, you might be somebody who is just inherently very trusting, inherently a very loving person, inherently a very optimistic person, and that might actually be something that you feel is not a good quality in yourself, and it might be, you know, something that other people are like, you shouldn't be that optimistic, you know what I mean? But the reality of it is that there are people, and one person in particular, that really finds this quality in you very beautiful. They also see you as somebody who's very mysterious. They feel like you don't, you don't show yourself to the world. And I feel like this person kind of really wants to approach you. But they're very nervous about it. Let's get just a little bit more. This could also be somebody that you're connecting with. You feel like they're not showing you every part of themselves. It's almost like you're both holding back a little bit. It could be that you again, like you are this inherently very loving person, very trusting person, and you've been in situations in the past that make you feel like that's not really a good quality, and so you might kind of put up this wall, but there's somebody that kind of sees right through that, and they really see, again, they see something very, very beautiful in you. They really feel this intense, draw to you. But they do seem to struggle with communicating with you. Because they kind of see you on a higher... It's like they see you as this very intelligent, very pure, and they struggle communicating with you. They don't... It's funny, you hide this aspect of yourself because you feel that people judge it, or you feel like people wouldn't understand that part of you. And that person, in some sense, does the same thing. That's the part about you that they find the most enduring, but they also see that you don't really show that part that much, and so they struggle with communicating to you. I hope that makes sense. But it's almost like you kind of, you might have taken notice to this person, but don't feel that they're attracted to you, and so have kind of let this go, but this person is kind of seeing you in the same way. So having this bridge card as your overall energy, this is the desire to connect. This is the desire to bring something together. It seems so far away. It seems like it's something that is not obtainable, but the connection is stronger than you realize. It's just a lot of intimidation felt on both ends. I hope that makes sense. All right. Let's see what else we get for you. What is your energy coming into the week? I feel like you've really been putting a lot of focus into one particular thing. You've really dedicated yourself to one area of your life. It might be your work. It might be your own personal healing. It might be, connecting to your spiritual side. It might even be your family. Like you might have a lot of responsibilities when it comes to your family. You might be somebody that has children, but regardless, you have been putting all of your energy and effort mainly into one particular thing. Like you've dedicated yourself to something. I think you're reaching some kind of level of achievement with that, or in some way you kind of feel satisfied with what you've done. But in the same sense, I do feel that you're looking towards something that's going to bring in more emotional fulfillment for you. You could feel, very good within your work, good within your job, good within your family, and you're kind of lacking or wanting that loving relationship. You could also feel that your relationship has kind of had to be put on the back burner because of work, because of something that you have felt obligated to. You could have a relationship with another person where one of you is more traditional than the other person. Your partner could be very traditional in how they see, the masculine and feminine role in a relationship. They could see that the masculine is meant to be like the financial provider and the woman is supposed to care for the family. And that might be something that you might be struggling with a little bit. But I do think that overall, you're kind of looking towards something that's going to give you more emotional fulfillment in your life. And for some of you, I feel like you have met this person that you see this really beautiful future and or future with, sorry. You see this person as somebody you want to spend your life with, and you might be putting in a lot of work towards being able to bring this connection together. What is coming towards you this week? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. Something has been hidden from you. Somebody has been... Somebody has been avoiding something, but that's coming to an end. Let me see. What is the Seven of Swords? It could be overall that you're just acknowledging that you have not put enough attention into something for yourself. I guess that sounds very simplistic, doesn't it? Okay, somebody has been in some way avoiding an emotional topic, an emotional issue. Somebody's been avoiding expressing emotions or just even connecting on an emotional level. Somebody has been very protective. Again, I feel like somebody has had this very traditional view of of love, of relationships. Or somebody's been really focused on their work to avoid. Yeah, I mean, like somebody who has been very hurt in a relationship, and so they put all their energy into work so they don't have to acknowledge those feelings. It could be that you have this longing for somebody, and you're trying not to think about them, so you're putting all this effort into something else. You know what I mean? You're focused on putting up this wall. You're focused on your work, but it's kind of at a cost. Like those emotions aren't being acknowledged. This could be somebody who has been avoiding what their feelings are for you, trying to kind of move through life or move through the relationship without getting too deep in this connection. Because this person could perceive connecting on that deep emotional level of something that's very careless, as something that is going to get them hurt. But not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. Whoever has been trying to avoid these, it's like somebody has been trying to avoid connecting at a deep level, or trying to avoid expressing feelings, trying to avoid connecting on that emotional level. But it has kept this person very stuck. Again, this could be you, or this could be somebody who has just been putting all their energy into one thing in order to not get too deep into love, not get too deep into a relationship. But they've been in this place for so long that it's like they cannot avoid that anymore. You have 3 aces here. It might even be that this relationship ended because of that, for that reason. And it's just kind of brought a new awareness to this. So I do feel that whoever is trying to avoid these the emotional connection, like they're really coming to terms with that. What action is being taken? I don't know how much action is being taken right now, but the realization is there. You have the High Priestess and the Magician. So if this is like a connection that you have to somebody else, it's a really powerful connection. It's as above, so below. So it could be that this person is just trying to figure out how to bring this back together. It could be that this is somebody that you're not connected to anymore. This is it could be a relationship that has ended, or it could be that you've been in this relationship with this person, but like it's got stuck in this routine. Like somebody's been avoiding like having that emotional connection. But it's like that whoever's been avoiding it is suddenly feeling that loss. They're feeling that lack of that emotion. They're kind of seeing things from a different perspective, and they're really wanting to work on how they can make this work, how they can bring this together. I do feel that they're kind of like, they feel a little bit, I don't want to say clueless, but they're really uncertain as to how to do this. Because there's this has been sent, like they've kind of like buried emotions for so long that it's like almost a struggle for them to even tap into them. Yeah. This person has not been acknowledging those deep emotions out of a very strong place of fear. Um, they have they have some very deep wounds from the past. They have this fear of rejection. This energy has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with like it's just this very strong wall that they have, this very protective energy around them that they do not want to get hurt. They've been stuck in this very heavy, heavy toxic energy for a long time, but it's like it's all coming to the surface where they've been able to maintain this really strong place of control around this. It's like those emotions are coming to the surface like in a very intense way for them. We did just have Kieran go direct, and that brought up a shit ton of like deep emotional, like anybody that has had like childhood trauma, like deep emotional wounds, like that has really kind of forced that stuff to the surface. And so anybody that has had anything difficult in their younger life, that hasn't really dealt with that, like those people are being forced to deal with that right now. And for somebody that's never, doesn't really have that awareness of it, it's very difficult to deal with. I don't really think this is you. For most of you, I do think this is the person that you're connecting with. This is somebody that you have some kind of connection with. But like I said, the emotional connection between the two of you has been non-existent for a long time. You do have the Temperance card, though, so it's just kind of that need to restore that balance to kind of go with the flow. You have the Four of Cups as your overall energy. So if this is somebody you're connecting with and you feel like they're not accepting this from you, they're not accepting this love, you're wanting to open up to that with this person, understand that that is their desire. That is what they're working towards. They're not in a position right now to do that. Like this person is dealing with some intense shit. Like very intense emotional stuff. What is your, and if this is you, if you're feeling like these very, very intense emotions coming up, these intense feelings, and you don't know what to do with it, just understand that, you don't have to like push those feelings down. Like just being able to acknowledge the feelings, to feel the feelings, to let yourself cry, even if you don't even know what it's about. Crying, feeling them, that's a form of healing. That's a way of releasing. What is your guidance in this? Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so again, for a lot of you, this is a very, very strong connection that you have to another person, even if there has not been that emotional connection between the two of you. Even if that has been blocked off, this is a very, very strong connection. You might be feeling this from the other person. So what's important for you right now, if this is not your energy, if this is somebody you're connecting with, is for you to kind of try to be in that place of joy, that place of happiness, because that helps, that's what draws that person out of that energy, is you being in that place of light. So it's important for you to, regardless of anything, continue to focus on the things that inspire you, the things that bring you joy. Focus on on what feels good for you right now. You also have this Get Grounded card. When you're very empathic and when you have a strong connection like that, it's easy to kind of get caught up in those very intense feelings, and it's easy to kind of get caught up in the connection with the other person, to where you don't even know if it's your feelings or their feelings. If you're feeling uncertain in your emotions, it's important to just continuously ground your energy. Anytime you're feeling uncertain, anytime you're feeling uneasy, if you focus on grounding your energy, it's going to be easier for you to tap into your intuition and kind of get yourself in that good place. You can ground your energy by meditation. Anything that if you can take 5 minutes a day and do something where you're tapping into all 5 of your senses. Like if you take 5 minutes to taste something that tastes really good, have some kind of scent in your house that smells really good, look at something visually appealing, touch something that feels good with the texture. I don't know what the other one, listen to something pleasant. Anytime you activate like all 5 of your senses like that, it grounds your energy. It brings you into the present moment. You also have this Priestess card on the bottom. So again, if this is somebody you're connecting with that is dealing with this energy, you being in that place of, seeing the beauty of things, being in that place of unconditional love, being in that place of joy, is helping this person kind of pull themselves out of whatever that is. And again, if this is you, let yourself kind of feel those emotions, let yourself kind of, because it is part of you stepping into a higher level for yourself. All right. Sorry, that was kind of heavy, but I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing week. Bye-bye.